Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Dhamma meeting where we will discuss the Buddhist practices of charity, morality, and meditation. Everyone who is interested is welcome to join. Our first participant tonight will be Felicia Chan from Malaysia. Good evening.
Good evening, Ajahn. Yeah, good evening, Ajahn. My practice is very good. Thank you, Ajahn. I don't have question at the moment.
Okay. Stay happy.
Thank you very much.
Be happy. No need to be sad.
Yeah, noted.
Because if you're sad, it means you are deluded.
I know.
If you are enlightened, you never be sad. You can never be sad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right. Kok Seng from Singapore.
Good evening, Prajan. Tonight, this evening, I'd like to update you about my practice of Dhamma. So I've been walking for 45 minutes every Monday to offer Dhamma to the two bhikkhus from Palilai Temple. And so far I've been offering uncooked food, and for the last 2 Mondays I've been offering the eggs. And each time when I offer, I will usually kneel down, and after that, once the bhikkhu has collected the dana items, I will bow 3 times. So, Prada, may I just check with you, because I'm not so the way of offering dana over here is different from Thailand. In Thailand, I saw from the videos that they just offer the dana, some in kneeling position, and then after that the bhikkhu just walk away. That there's no bowing of 3 times. So over here, because the bhikkhus from Palilai, they actually stand still, so I'm able to bow down to them 3 times. So may I just check with you, is this this one is something which I come out from myself. So may I check, is this manner of offering dana correct? Or
you have to ask the monk that you give the food to, because different places may have different way of showing respect. So I cannot comment on this.
Okay. I will check with the bhikkhu. Okay, then the second thing I've been meditating for samatha, and in the morning for about 2 hours to 3 hours, afternoon about 2 to 3 hours. But for the past 1 year, I've not been able to experience the temporary samadhi which I've experienced momentarily last year. So just to update Prajan on my practice of samatha meditation.
It just means your mindfulness is not reliable. Sometimes you have, sometimes you don't have. So the result can be different from time to time. So you have to keep maintaining mindfulness as much as possible. Then you'll get better result every time you meditate. If your mind doesn't have enough mindfulness, you will not be able to become calm. Okay.
I will continue and update you next week. Thank you, Prajan.
Okay. Chitima from Bangkok.
กราบนมัสการค่ะพระอาจารย์ Today I don't have any question ค่ะ
Okay. What to Ryan from Singapore.
Ajahn.
Okay, go ahead.
I recently attended a retreat in Thailand, and I think it was very beneficial. being in an environment where I can fully dedicate myself to meditation is really very helpful indeed. I felt that I didn't really experience such calmness in meditation for a very long time. So I think it's something I should do more often.
Yes, it's nice to have a quiet place to meditate all day long, and also at night if you can.
Yes. Ajahn, I wanted to ask, I'm planning to come again in November, so does Wat Yan have a Katina ceremony?
Yes, we have, I think, on the 25th of November.
I see. Okay. Okay. One more question that I have is, recently I've been coming across bodhisattvas a lot, or at least, I mean, in terms of my exposure, especially in Singapore, where most Buddhists are Chinese Buddhists, so they often venerate bodhisattvas such as Guan Yin or Avalokitesvara. So I'm just wondering, what are your thoughts on the bodhisattvas, Ajahn?
It's not in Theravada Buddhism. We don't consider them to be enlightened beings yet. So they are not part of the triple gems. So we don't give them much attention. We only give it to the Buddha and his noble disciples. They are enlightened beings, and they can teach us the way to enlightenment. Why a bodhisattva is not yet enlightened, so he's just like you and me, still working on the path. So in Theravada, we don't pay any attention to any bodhisattva. This is, I think, the Mahayana tradition.
Yes. Ajahn, I thought that in the definition of Sangha, it also includes those on the way to enlightenment. So would that include bodhisattvas?
No, not yet.
I see.
Because he might still be on the dana level or on the sila level, not yet on the samadhi level, and not yet on the vipassana level.
I see. So in the definition of Sangha, would that only start from Sotapanna onwards in that case?
Yes, and not the Magga Sotapanna. The Magga Sotapanna is still not considered to be enlightened, just a candidate for enlightenment. Very close to enlightenment, but not yet enlightened.
I see.
But somehow they're just included in the noble disciple. But truly they have to be enlightened. They have to be a Sotapanna first before they can be considered an enlightened being. But somehow since they talk about the four pairs of of enlightened beings, so the Sotapanna who is working on the path is considered enlightened, but actually not enlightened, just working on it, working on enlightenment. But once he became a Sotapanna, then when he goes to the next step on the Magga, he's still an enlightened being. See? He's a Sotapanna already, but he has to go higher up the ladder of enlightenment.
Understood, Ajahn.
Okay.
Thank you for your answer.
All right. Next, Alvin from Malaysia.
Good evening, Ajahn. Just listening. No question. Thank you very much.
Okay, Piao and Indira. Where's Indira today?
She has an appointment, so sorry, 1 second. Yeah, she couldn't make it. She asked me to tell you she had an appointment today.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you for asking. Good morning from Toronto.
You're working already? Start working?
Not yet. I just booked off the office till now. I start a bit late, 10:30. So because I want to listen to this session. So in the morning I come, but prepare everything and start work at 10:30. Usually I book early, 9 o'clock. So I dedicate this time for the session, like if I can listen in or ask questions. So it's, I can, yes, so I've adjusted the office accordingly.
It's 9 a.m. for you, right? 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, it's, yeah. So actually, yes, 9, 10 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's 8 p.m. here in Thailand.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know because we work in the Sri Lankan time too, so I'm familiar. I think you're about 13, 14 hours maybe ahead or something. We are, yeah.
Yeah, I think 13 hours.
13 hours, yes. So we talk about the dana, sila, bhavana. Those are like basic principles. You talk about like people have to go through the training. Dana is a paramount like importance at the first stage for a lay person to practice, or even a monk, for example. But sila, then the sila part is, I think it's a great importance of making the ground and then the bhavana is the cultivation. So then from the sila, then sila, samadhi, prajna as a branch, it can branch off. Once you have the solid sila, at least 5 precepts for a layperson, or 8 or 10, whatever you want to go on, but at least have a basic sila as the base, and from there the samadhi can develop over time, and the prajna as a result of bhavana. I guess that's how it kind of branches out.
Yes, in a way, the precept will help you, will support your meditation practice. Without the precept, your mind can be involved in so many other type of activities that can be a hindrance to your practice, like drinking alcohol. If you don't keep the 5 precepts, then you can drink, you can go to parties. So you won't have the after parties coming home, you don't want to feel like meditating, you want to go to sleep.
So that's the keeping the 5 precepts definitely get rid of your, at least to some extent, your hindrances. So the samadhi is easier to gain, in other words.
Yes, but not as good as the 8 precept. 8 precept is more restrictive than the 5 precept.
So the sila, when you talk about the Sotapanna Sri mantra, that he has what's called the Arya Kanta sila. So the sila is very well established at that level. Although you have the faith in the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, plus the sila is solid, like at least the minimum of, as you say, 5 precepts, perhaps 8 precepts is better.
Yes. For most people who wants to enter into jhana, usually need the 8 precepts or more. The 8, the 10, or the 227 monastic code, because this will prevent the practitioner from getting involved into useless activities. Yeah. So it's
and also
like,
not eating at night. At night also might be helpful for your meditation, right? I guess.
Yes, because overeating can become a hindrance. When you become drowsy, you become sleepy, and you become lazy. So it's good to just have moderation in eating.
Yeah, I've noticed that, like when you eat little or don't eat in the mornings, the mind is much clearer. But because I guess your digestive system working overnight, it becomes drowsy, right? I mean, in the morning, it's a lot of energy is taken for digestion. So I think Buddha put that rule for a reason: don't eat at night. Obviously, physical health also improves, but for meditation, I think it's conducive to the bhavana.
Well, see, the precepts can be divided into two levels. For the 5 precepts, it's more for the casual meditators who may just do it once or twice a day. Then you don't need much restriction. Just the 5 precepts will be able to support your once or twice a day meditation practice. But if you want to practice all day long, like on the observance day when you're not working and you feel like you want to devote all of your time for meditation, then the 8 precept will be more supportive than the 5.
Supportive.
Yeah, because with the 8 precepts, since you have all the time, you're not working and you're not engaging with anybody.
Yes.
Then you might want to watch movies or anything like that. And if you keep the 8 precepts, then you will not be able to do it. But if you keep the 5 precepts, you can still watch a movie and you can still eat popcorn while you're watching movies.
I guess maybe at least if you hit some sort of a jhana, like a blissful or happy state during meditation, I think your popcorn, the craving for popcorn or movie get less attractive, and then it becomes like a nibbida, virajati.
So you become a serious meditator once you have experienced the result from the meditation practice. Then you see that it's much better than
you want to sit because
eating popcorns or watching movies.
Yeah, it's a waste of time because this is like something you can develop on your own. You're not like making popcorn. Somebody so you have to pay karma. It's a karma debt, right? Watching movie, somebody made the movie, so you're paying off for your enjoyment. Here, you don't have a karma debt. This is your own doing, right? Your own the 6th sense working for you, bringing you pleasure, bliss, or whatever in doing meditation. So it's blameless pleasure, in other words.
Yes, it's different type of pleasure. Sensual pleasure is still fall within the 3 characteristics of existence. It can give you dukkha when you don't have it. But with inner peace for meditation, you can always, once you get it, you can always go to it and have it anytime you want it. So it's less stressful, less dukkha, and because you don't have to rely on so many things like sensual pleasure do. With sensual pleasure, you have to have the time, you have to have the money, you have to have a healthy body. If any of these things doesn't fall into place, then you won't be able to have sensual pleasure.
So even once somebody's sick, very sick,
you can still meditate. You can still meditate.
And develop jhana, like you can get out of that bodily pain or something for temporary at least. If your meditation is strong enough. So but that's a temporary thing anyway.
So you don't need to take painkillers if you know how to meditate.
I think there are some instances people have gone into jhanas, have done surgeries without any anesthesia. There are some stories, some anecdotal evidence that can be done. People don't feel it.
Yes. Or if they have strong upekkha, even if they're not in samadhi, if they have strong enough equanimity, they can remain undisturbed by the painful feeling of the body.
Very, very interesting. Thank you, Bhante. Sadhu.
Okay. So your wife won't be here today. She's gone for the...
No, she won't be. She was feeling bad, but I said, don't feel bad. That's again, let it go. There'll be a time.
Everything is anicca.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Sadhu.
All right. I'll go to Penang. Christine Coe.
Peppy, your turn. Peppy.
No, Christine. Don't you want to say anything, Christine?
Yes, yes. Good afternoon. Good evening, Tanajan. I'm happy to come in and would wish you all good and healthy. All the best. Thank you.
Okay. Now go to Peppa from Bangkok. Peppa, how are you?
Not yet. Sorry.
Okay, you can speak now.
Hello, Ajahn.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Writing.
Writing.
Yeah.
What do you write? What are you writing?
Serious book.
Okay. You want to show me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone should go to can see. Mommy,
Yeah.
what is it?
Okay, I can see. Very nice handwriting.
Thank you.
Is this the second page now?
This is the second.
How many pages have you written?
It's the third page. Yeah.
Third page already. So you plan to write the whole book? The whole...
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you plan to write a whole book?
Yeah, but this one can write.
Yeah, can write.
Yeah.
What if I want to talk to Long Do you have to speak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I tell Lung Da I like angry my friends like that they saw my picture when I was little and I cried, they laughed and then I gave a pie for them already.
You laugh and you what? What did you do?
Like forgive them.
Forgive them. Okay, good. You cannot stop them from doing what they want to do. So you shouldn't get angry at them. Just let them do whatever they want to do.
Sometimes need to use a bit minute to let me let my angry go down.
Yes. Don't get angry because anger is not good for you. It makes you feel bad. So try to stop anger by forgiving people who make you angry. Okay. Just think that you cannot stop them. You cannot tell them what to do or not what to do. So just let them do whatever they want to do.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah, good.
You go to school tomorrow?
Yeah.
What grade?
Tomorrow.
What grade are you in now?
Like what?
What grade?
And it's like
P1. Right.
P1.
Okay, P1. Very good.
Oh, great.
Anything else?
Anything else?
Yeah.
What?
What do you want?
Tomorrow I study sports and it's fun.
Okay, sport and what? Sun?
Yeah.
What is sun?
Fun.
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 Okay, study hard and enjoy yourself, okay?
Mm.
All right.
Mm.
Good night. Go to
Yeah,
sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep well, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Go to Singapore now, to Belinda. Don't you wish you can be like Peppa?
Yes. Yes.
No worry, no nothing.
I was just feeling, I'm like, oh, okay. So a good sleep, yeah, no worries. So pure, like.
Okay.
Try
to be innocent. Try to be innocent.
But cannot be naive, right, Ajahn? You be innocent but not naive, right? We have to. So you say the world, people like to hurt people, so So we cannot be naive also, right, Ajahn? You have
Yeah,
to be
you have to
clear.
understand a certain basic rules, basic things.
Mm. Mm.
Okay, anything? Any last question?
Not at the moment. Thank you.
Okay, I'll go to Gary then, Singapore also.
Good evening, Prajan. No questions from me for now. Just happy to be listening in.
Okay, Scott, watching the sunset, Scott.
That's a backdrop. That's actually Coach Chamber. Thank you. Good to see you. I intended to see you on Saturday and my car broke down. It seems to be that in the 2 times I spoke to you here, reading your literature, enhancing my meditation time, the anger I would have felt and the frustrations 3 or 4 weeks ago because it's all against me, and then realizing cars break down all the time. It's not personal. And I think that's the main thing I'm trying to take from meditation. We spoke before about enlightenment. We spoke before about awakening. We spoke about all these things. What I'm realizing is the most important thing is not to take everything so personally. And I'm not a victim. Cars
That's
break
right.
down all the time. And in itself, that's an enlightenment. That's an awakening. It's like, wow, okay. Because I felt pressure of being a victim. Oh, why me? Why me? Why me? And then realizing, why not me? It happens to everyone else, so why not me? So I think
Actually there's no you. You're just making up yourself up. That's all.
I mean, just maybe at the age of 56, maybe I'm just learning to grow up a little bit and realize that not everything's going to go my way, so I don't need to stamp my foot and bang the table. And but I'll try again this week to attempt that with a car, push bike, whatever, to come on and see you this Saturday.
Okay, come by whenever you can. All right.
I will do. Thank you.
Okay. Piralia from Indonesia.
Sukihotu Tan Ajahn. Today I have a question. I would like to ask, when during practicing meditation, do we need to develop Asubha and Metta in the balance? And how much should we practice Asubha? Do we need to practice until we see everyone as skeleton?
Well, see, this is more on the level of vipassana. If you're practicing samatha or meditation for calm, then you should be just using mindfulness. Either when you meditate, just use watching your breath. You can recite the mantra Bhutto Bhutto. This is more suitable for calming your mind. But when you're not meditating for calm and you want to, maybe when you're not sitting and you're walking, if you want to study the nature of the body, then you can look at the asubha to teach your mind that the body is not really that good looking, because it's just it has the skin to conceal all the unpleasant parts of the body. So you want to teach your mind that to see the body truthfully or really, then you have to look at the other parts of the body. So this is more vipassana or wisdom. And metta is something you want to teach your mind to be friendly with everybody, to not get angry or hurt anybody. When you're angry, you should forgive people who make you angry. When you can forgive, then your anger will disappear, and you can remain calm and peaceful, and not turning into the devil, turning into a devil. But you cannot forgive. When you get angry, you can become a devil, and you won't feel good. You'll feel bad afterwards when you hurt somebody. So this is more for teaching your mind to engage with people in a friendly manner. Metta. loving kindness manner. So it depends on what you need. If you're prone to anger, and then you might want to practice metta. You want to teach your mind to forgive and forget. Let things be, like Scott just mentioned, and just let things be. And, look at yourself when you're angry and when you're not angry. Which is better? When you're angry or when you're not angry? Right now you're not angry. And when you start to become angry, you change into a different person. So this depends on what you need. If you want to look at people realistically, then you want to look at both the pleasant and the unpleasant side of the body. And if you want to be kind and loving, then you have to develop metta bhavana. But if you want to meditate and enter into jhana, then you use watching your breath or reciting the mantra Bhutto Bhutto. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Ajahn.
Okay. Next, go to Jindana. Jindana, where are you from? Bangkok, Thailand?
I'm from Bangkok.
Okay.
I'm from Bangkok.
Yes. What can I do for you?
They have one small question regarding to a precept. A precept, one of the precept that not consume food in afternoon, but sometimes because of work or business, we will have like late lunch, like 1 or 2 p.m. Will that be acceptable?
Well, you can make exception for yourself because you're not able to eat at before noon because you have other engagement working. But if you want to practice 8 precepts seriously, is for you to do it when you're not working, like on your day off. When you practice meditation full time, then you keep the 8 precepts. But if you're not meditating, then it doesn't matter whether you keep the 8 or the 5 precepts.
Okay.
But if you want to, you can tell yourself that you're keeping just the 7 precepts, and the 8 precepts you can keep it, but not 100%. You keep it 2 hours later.
Okay, do that.
It's better than not keeping it. Yeah. If you have to choose between not keeping this eating, if you still can keep it by not eating after 2 o'clock, then it's better than not keeping it at all and eat anytime you want. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right. We'll go to Silver Spring, Maryland. Old timer. Sajalka, long time no see.
Yes, thank you, Ajahn. I'm so happy to see you. You are doing well and coming across well. And yes, I have been absent for a long time, but I'm able to come back, and that quite happily that now both in the morning and the evening I'm able to sit for 1 hour without any problem at all. And I also am finding that when I'm stressed, I actually want to do more practice than less, which I didn't see before. That means that I think it was my own fault that I could not set aside the things. But once the time is kind of there, that when you see that actually that all the things are keep on happening, the world will keep on happening, and I for one will be running out of time if I don't practice, right? So, but logic aside, I don't think it is it's logic. I think something kind of happened. Now I find that if there are situations arising, if something puts in a bad mood, I'm more inclined to sit down again. It's like many times in the day, and I'm able to sit. But morning and the evening, I'm actually sitting solidly for 1 hour without timer. And previously, I didn't believe that it is possible, but I see that it is indeed possible. And of course, that somebody brought me 2 of your pictures and stuff. I have them on my basement wall and stuff, and I look at them and I thought that maybe I'm losing the interest in the way and stuff. But I don't think it is to be lost. I can, even at logic level and everything that you see, I don't think this is like the singular faith that is so scientific and logical. That is, if I have any sense of logic left, rational thinking left, I think this is the path to be followed. And I think thank you for hammering it in all the time and bringing in the simple things like the breath, Buddha, and the mindfulness, hammering it all the time. And I think that I kind of very fondly I kind of remembered you, and I hope I can keep up the meeting, but I don't need to visit again and again. But I think that, as you say, that as long as we are practicing well, I think that's what we need to do. Otherwise, time will run out on me, and I think, and then I think that I really don't want that to happen. So actually, I have one question that the lower feathers because in the morning and sometimes I get time in the evening, I actually do the chanting, and I really like that, and I'm kind of attached to that to start the day in particular. Will that be considered as a feather in the sense that it is being attached to a ritual or not?
Oh no, as long as you're meditating, this is not considered a ritual. It is practice. It's part of the path.
Okay.
Okay, so ritual is doing something that doesn't bring any benefit for the mind. But if you do something that is beneficial for the mind, then it's not considered ritual.
Okay.
Even it might look like ritual, like giving food every morning to monks. This is not ritual. It's the practice of dana. So if you meditate at the same time and you keep doing that every day, this is not a ritual. It's a practice. It's a pavana. Okay. Samatha pavana or vipassana pavana. So this is not a ritual. It's not a fetter. It is a path factor. One of the 8 path factor of the Noble Eightfold Path. Samma Samadhi, Samma Sati, Samma Vayamo, right effort, right mindfulness, and right samadhi. So you're practicing the path. So it's not considered to be a ritual. Ritual is like to pray to somebody you don't even know exists or not, and ask for things that you don't know whether you're going to get it or not. Then this can become a ritual. Or sacrifice a pig or a duck for to absorb your sin or something like that. This is a ritual. Okay. Good
Thank
to
you,
see
Tanajan.
you, and happy to hear that you're now practicing regularly. Just keep it up.
Yeah, me too.
Just
And
keep it up, and try to increase the frequency. Practice as much as possible. You're having less time now every day, so you have to increase your meditation time to compensate for the loss of time that you're losing every day.
Yes. Thank you very much, Tanajan.
Okay,
Thank you.
good. Okay, come by whenever you feel like, but you don't have to come in all the time. Don't feel guilty if you're not coming in. Okay, good to see you.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
go to Indonesia, really.
Good evening, Tanajan. Today I don't have any questions. Thank you, Tanajan.
Okay, go to Indonesia again. Intan.
Good evening, Longpo. I don't have question.
Okay, I'll go to Dubai then to Aparajita. Not teaching today? Not teaching yoga today? I cannot hear you again today. I'm sorry. Something wrong with your microphone. Something. Maybe you have to come back, go out and come back again, okay? I'll try to unmute again, see if you can speak or not. Can you unmute your microphone again? Can you speak now? Cannot hear you, no sound at all. Okay, see you later. Okay, I'll go to Indonesia then. Viona, Charlotte.
Yeah, Madam Ajahn, I want to ask about the in Karama Sutta, Buddha said that we mustn't believe blindly, so we must have right view in our sadhana. But if someone haven't been a Sotapanna, we cannot have sadhana with right view. So how can we have sadhana with the right view? So our sadhana are not believing blindly. Thank you, Ajahn.
What do you mean? What do you mean by saja? Truth?
Yes, in Karama Sutta, Buddha said that we mustn't believe blindly, so we must have a right view in our sadhana. But if someone haven't been a Sotapanna, we cannot have sadhana with the full right view. So how can we have sadhana with the right view?
If you what you hear, if you cannot yet prove to yourself whether to be true or not, then just don't believe it yet. That's all. That's what it means. And wait until you be able to develop enough right view to be able to prove whether this that you hear is true or not. So when you first hear something and you cannot prove whether it's true or not, then you just leave it alone. You don't believe or you don't disbelieve because you don't know whether it is true or not true. And you can only decide eventually when you can prove it to be true or not to be true. That's what the Buddha meant by just don't believe when somebody says something. Like don't believe if I say I'm a Sotapanna. Don't believe me, because you don't know whether I'm saying the truth or not, right? So if somebody says something that you cannot prove to be true, then just don't believe because you can be deceived by what they say and mislead you into the wrong path. So if somebody, like you coming into this meeting, you don't have to believe what we say here. Just listen and then try to practice and see whether what we say here is truthful or not. See, that's what he means. Don't believe something right away when you hear it without proving it. Like if I tell you I'm going to give you $1 million tomorrow, you're going to believe me or not? Huh? I need to have some proof, right? I have to show you my bank account and say, here it is. I have to 50 million and I'm happy to give you $1 million. Then you might be able to believe me. But then still not true. You're not so sure yet until you actually get the money, right? Okay. So wait until you get the money before you believe me. And I say the truth. Okay, understand now?
Yes, understand. Thank you, everyone.
All right. We'll go to Philip in Malaysia.
Good evening, Ajahn. Wishing you well. I don't have any questions now. You're glad to be listening in.
Okay. Go to Sao Paulo. Alfredo.
Hi, Bante.
How are you?
Okay.
Happy?
No.
Ubeka. Neutral. Neutral.
Neutral.
No, not true.
Bhavana.
Ubeka. If you have real Ubeka, you must be real happy.
Infarjana.
If you have Ubeka and not happy, then this is not Ubeka. Just fake Ubeka, not real Ubeka.
Yes, Upeka has a
Supreme happiness. With
or behind.
Yeah. Ubeka, if you have Ubeka, you have contentment, you have satisfaction.
Yes.
Okay, just keep, as long as you're still not sad, it's still considered to be good, right? You're not unhappy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No. Upeka is no things, né, Bante? Upeka is no appearance things,
No,
né?
Ubeka is satisfaction or contentment. You feel full, you feel complete, you don't need anything. That's what Ubeka is.
Yes. Without Farjana. In Farjana, Upeka is no things, né, Bante?
Without what?
In absorption.
Absorption.
Meditation.
Yes, you have to have absorption. You have to fourth jhana to get to the real Ubeka.
Yes. Yeah. Without Farjana, Upeka is
It's not real.
yes. Yes.
Okay, all right. You still
Okay,
go.
but
Go
I
ahead.
think bhavana meditation, samatha meditation, vipassana meditation is the goal, né? But is the goal. Is a niche, né? Is changing, but it's not the same, né? But
What your meditation is not the
yes,
same every
change.
day because your mindfulness is not the same. See, if your mindfulness is the same, then you get the same result every time you meditate.
Yes.
So keep practicing mindfulness until you get continuous and constant mindfulness. Then whenever you meditate, you can always get into Ubeka.
Yes. So sampajana.
Yeah, sampajana. You have to have continuous mindfulness.
Yes.
Okay.
Gochara. Gochara is the third sampajana.
I see.
Gochara is on breath, only on breath.
Mm-hmm.
You are. It's not absorption, but it looks like absorption.
Okay.
You are in meditation, in breath.
Yeah, just watching the breath. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And no things appear.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Keep up with your meditation. You want to say something else?
No, the training, Bante. The training is for our life, né, Bante?
For who? For ourselves? Yes, we need to train in mindfulness if we want to stay happy.
Yes.
If
now I'm not happy, but I had a problem with a girl. I'm not happy.
That's because you don't have mindfulness. So you have defilement instead. When you don't have mindfulness, then your defilement will keep working and causing you unhappiness for you. When you have mindfulness, then your defilement cannot work, cannot generate unhappiness or stress.
Yes.
Okay, stay mindful. Okay.
I practice all day.
Good. Okay.
Okay,
Bye-bye. I'll go to Vancouver now to Sweden, Czech. You finished with your course now? I still have to go.
We don't have to go. It's online now, Ajahn.
I see. But the rest of the course you do online now.
Online.
Mm.
If you say you want to give me 1 million, it's hard for me not to believe because Ajahn don't lie. Ajahn doesn't lie.
But I won't say this because I don't have to.
You will say this. I really like the how you talk about just now you talk about the difference between ritual and like the right,
non-ritual, yeah.
yeah, and how, yeah, it's a really good difference that you made, like how to differentiate.
Well, ritual is something you do that doesn't really bring you any result. It just make, just like praying or killing a duck or a pig and to absorb your sin or something like this. It doesn't happen. It doesn't work that way.
But people still believe, Ajahn.
That's right, because people don't understand the law of karma. See, you don't understand the law of karma. Once you understand the law of karma, you know that whenever you feel bad, it's because you did something wrong. You hurt somebody, or if you're not happy because you lose something and you want to have it back. This is craving also. There are two causes of feeling bad. One is craving, desiring for things. And the other is when you hurt somebody, when you hurt them. So whenever you feel bad because like your business is going under, you feel bad. And so you want to make you feel good. So you could consult somebody and they say, go do something, like go run around the block 3 times a day and your business will be better, This is ritual, see. Because it doesn't make your business better. It might give you a better health, but it doesn't.
That's so logical.
That's what Buddhism is. It's all about logic, rationality, cause and effect. See?
Yeah.
If you want to be happy and not feeling sad because your business is going under, you just have to accept the law of anicca. Everything is impermanent. Things rise and things cease. Things can go up and things can come down. Now it's coming down and you cannot stop it. It's because it's anatta. So if you can accept the law of anicca, dukkha, anatta, then you can stop your feelings of sadness. So this is how the Buddha teaches us how to deal with our sadness or our stress. It's all come from our desire for something that is against the law of nature, the law against the law of impermanent, law against the law of anatta. So if we can accept it, like when you feel sick, you have cancer, and you want to get well, but even a doctor cannot treat you and get rid of your cancer. What can you do? You still keep. If you still want to get well, you will always feel bad because you cannot get well. But if you look at the truth and say, well, this is the way it works for the body. Sometimes once you get cancer, it cannot be cured. And the result is eventually it's going to die. And if you can accept this truth, then you stop your desire, your craving for getting well, because you know you're not going to get well. When you can do this, you stop your cravings, then your stress or suffering will disappear from your mind. And you can die peacefully and happily. And instead of dying stressfully. Your stress comes from your desire or your craving not to die, your desire to get well. But when you look at the truth, it's not going to get well. You get terminal cancer, and the doctor always said that you only have 2 months to live. What can you do? You can live happily by just accepting your fate, or you can live this in stress by not accepting your fate, by wanting for your body to get well. So you cannot do it any other way, not doing some paying respect to some God somewhere, or to the Buddha, or to an enlightened noble being. They cannot help you from getting, getting out of the situation. But they can teach you how to get out. Get you out of your sadness or your stress by teaching you to accept the fate of your body. So this is Buddhism. So we don't do any rituals. When you feel bad, you don't go do rituals to make you feel good. You will find the cause of your bad feeling. What did you do? Did you go hurt somebody? Did you steal some money or something? Then you can feel bad. If you want to feel good, go confess or give back the money. Then you'll feel good, see. Okay. So this is the difference between rituals and wisdom. If you have wisdom, you don't do any ritual because you know the cause of your predicament. They all come from either your bad karma or your cravings. So all you have to do is stop doing bad karma and stop cravings. Then you won't have any predicament. You won't have any problem. You don't have to go kill a pig or to sacrifice something, because it's not cause and effect. See, killing a pig isn't the pig isn't the cause of your stress. Killing the pig won't get rid of your stress. Like the Buddha, he tried to kill his body by starving himself for 49 days, and he still have stress in his mind. See. So and then he decided this is not a path to get rid of the suffering, the mental suffering. So he came back and do the vipassana, contemplate, study what's happening when the body becomes stressed, when the mind becomes stressful, what happened before that. Because there's some kind of cravings. When there's craving, then stress will come up. See, when there's no craving, then there will be no stress. Okay, so you have to study the law of nature, cause and effect. With this thing, come this thing. See, with cravings come dukkha. Without craving, dukkha will disappear. When you do bad karma, you have dukkha, you have bad feeling. When you don't do bad karma, you don't have bad feeling. When you do good karma, you have good feeling. So this is what you want to teach your mind, cause and effect. Okay.
So we want to teach our mind cause and effect, Ajahn. We teach our.
Yeah, our bad feeling and good feeling come from. Our bad feeling comes from not accepting the truth and want to have something different from from what the truth gives you.
Oh. Oh.
Like if you are paid a certain amount of salary and you want more, then you're not happy already. This is because of your cravings for more money, for more salary. But if you accept, okay, this is my salary and I accept it, I don't want any more, then you'll be happy. You won't feel sad. You only feel sad when you want more than what the truth can give you. So try not to be greedy. That's what the Buddha said. Don't be greedy. Don't want more than what you can get or you can have. Then you will not be, you won't have any bad feeling. If not, no matter how much you have, you will not be happy because you want more than what you can get, more than what you can get. When you want more, then you will not be happy with what you get, right?
Yeah.
But if you want less than what you get, then you'll be happy.
Yeah.
I only want half, but I get twice as much as what I want.
You'll be happy.
Yeah. That's why the Buddha teaches us to want as little as possible. Opposite of greed is to want less, not want more.
Then you just give a very beautiful quote. You say you're sad because you want more than the truth can give you. That's a really nice quote, Ajahn. That's a beautiful.
That's right. Our craving are always wanting something more than what we have. We're never happy with whatever we have. We want more. And when we want more, we become stressful, become dissatisfied, not content. We get discontent, not contentment. Okay. Any question?
I don't want the $1 million from you, Ajahn.
You get more than $1 million. You get the Dhamma teaching.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, that's amazing.
Because $1 million cannot buy the wisdom of the Buddha's teaching.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah. Wow.
You have to
Wow.
study and practice to be able to access the Buddha's wisdom. So work hard at your practice. Dana, Sila, and Pavana. This is the path to the Buddha's wisdom, to enlightenment. Okay, and it's worth more than money.
So much more. Wow, it's invaluable.
Because no matter how much money you have, you will not be able to get the happiness that enlightenment will give you. Peace and contentment.
Wow. Wow.
All right, Sri, you have anything?
No questions today, Tanaja.
Okay.
Very grateful.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, Ajahn.
Okay. I'll go to B. Rabin from Bangkok.
Hi, good evening, Ajahn. I think you answered my question on the rites and rituals. I observe a lot of my colleagues like to attach themselves to that. What color should I wear? What temple should they go pray at? What should I buy? And you just answered my question that's to quell their desire for something or not for something.
Oh, their fear of something. To alleviate their fear of something. Sometimes they go change their name just to make, because the name that they have can be cause of some type of danger. So if they want to have any danger, then they have to go change their name. Or sometimes people change their hairstyle, cut their hair shorter, or leave the hair longer. or maybe they have to move to a new location. This house is not good. These are our rituals. Because they have no core relationship to what they think happens to them.
Yeah, I was just reflecting how troublesome it actually is to attach yourself to rites and rituals. When you can just stay put and focus on meditation, you have to go do this and that to quell your desire or anxiety.
People don't accept the truth that life can go up and come down. See, this is the law of nature, the law of our life. Our life is not certain. Sometimes it goes up and sometimes it comes down. And we only want to go up. We don't want it to come down. See, that's the problem. So when it comes down, you want to try to find some remedy to stop it from going down. You want it to go back up. So you consult fortune teller, soothsayers, and they tell you various methods of bringing back up your life to elevate your life higher, not lower. But this is all rituals. This is all beliefs without any basis of truth. People don't understand or accept the fact that we live in the world which constantly changing all the time. And they have effect on us when things change, like it or not. Sometimes for the better, some for worse. But this is the way life is.
The unpredictability of life.
People don't want to accept the worst part of life. They only want the good part of life.
So it links back to the three characteristics of existence.
Yes, everything is under the law of the three characteristics of existence. And our stress comes from the law of the Four Noble Truths. When we have craving, when we don't accept the truth of nature, then we try to change it, try to reject the truth and try to insert something different, which we cannot do anyway.
This causes dukkha.
Yes. But if we can accept the law of nature, okay, life can go up and it can come down. You might be working today, tomorrow you might be out of work. Who knows? Who can guarantee you?
No one.
But if you know ahead of time and prepare your mind for it, you don't feel any stress, because what can you do when it happens? You just accept it. At least you don't have any stress.
Yes.
So if you understand the law of the three characteristics, then you don't have to do any rituals.
Yes, makes our life.
And also the law of karma. If you don't want to go to prison, don't break the law. If you don't want to feel bad, don't do any bad karma. Even if the law cannot catch you yet, but the law of karma already start working in your mind. It start causing you discomfort, fear, or anxiety or worry. So just try not to do two things, bad karma and don't have any greed or cravings. Then your life will be peaceful and happy all the time. Okay.
Ajahn, I was just referring to one of your talks, I think with Dr. V, I think a week ago, where the topic was on a Sotapanna. I think now I can kind of link to why a Sotapanna doesn't have rites and rituals, because he knows his body cannot be safe one way or another, it will die. So he will not do anything to try and preserve it. Is that correct, my understanding?
Well, he does as much as possible. Like he still eat and he still go to taking medicine, but anything beyond the possibility, the possible, then he will not do it. If it's still possible to look after the body, he still does look after the body. When it comes to the point where the body wants to stop functioning, then there's nothing you can do. Then you just have to accept it. Okay.
Yeah. So when I meditate, I should contemplate on the impermanence of the body. This will help to bring.
No, when you meditate, you want to calm your mind. You want to stop thinking. You don't want to contemplate. You want to focus your mind at one object, such as your breath or your mantra. When you're not meditating like right now, then you can keep contemplating on the three characteristics of existence. But you don't see. When you see money, you think, oh, money should keep coming in. Not you don't contemplate that you can lose this money also. So every time you get something, you should tell yourself, you can also lose this thing. You get to lose, not to keep. What you get, eventually you have to lose. You cannot keep it forever with you. But we don't look at it that way, right? When we get something, we think we're gonna keep it forever. But we cannot keep anything forever, because our life is not forever. When we die, we lose everything. See? But we forget this truth, right?
Yes.
You want to cling on to everything that you have. And when the time comes when you have to give it up, then you feel miserable. You feel terrible. Because you don't want to give them up.
Yes. So we should, when we get something, we should imagine losing it when we get it. So
That's
when it
right.
happens, we will not feel sad over it.
Everything is temporarily possession. They are not permanent possession. And they can leave sooner or later. Then when you lose them, then you won't feel bad. You won't feel sad because you already know ahead of time. It's like when you borrow something from somebody, you know you have to return that thing to that person, right? If you borrow a friend's car, after you finish, you have to return the car to your friend. You don't keep it forever.
No.
Okay. So look at everything as borrowed goods. Okay.
Oh.
Everything you have is just something you borrowed from nature. And one day nature will call it back. Everything, your body is also borrowed from nature. One day nature will call back your body. Along with everything else that you have. Once you lose your body, you lose everything. So
Except the karma. Yeah.
This is what you have to contemplate when you're not meditating, to prevent yourself from being from having desire or craving for more things, or craving for keeping what you have, because you're gonna have to lose everything.
Yes, Prajaan. I think the simile you just mentioned on borrowed, I think that's a very powerful one that I would.
And in order for you to be able to give up things, you have to meditate to get to Ubeka. Once you have Ubeka, then you can give up everything. Without Ubeka, you cannot resist.
We can only say
your defilement is still very strong. Your defilement wants to cling on to things.
So jhana suppresses the defilement, but wisdom kills it.
Yeah, wisdom tells you why you should not crave or cling to anything, because it will only cause you suffering when you have to lose them.
Everything is borrowed.
Yeah. So you have to stop clinging, but you cannot stop clinging if you don't have jhana.
Yes.
You don't have the strength to resist your defilement. Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Prajaan, for your
All
teachings.
right. I'll go to Aparajita first. Okay, Alexa, I'll come to you next. Aparajita, can you speak now? No sound again. What happened? Something wrong with your computer? Okay, now I can see.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yeah, okay, I can hear you now.
Yes, great.
Good.
Yeah, I'm grateful actually. I got to speak later because I heard these amazing bits of wisdom, and especially when you just said it kind of just makes sense. So that it's just this deluded part of us that doesn't want to see the truth, and that everything is borrowed from nature, but this deluded part is like kind of like jhana is like the magnetic force bringing it back to reality, and the deluded part is the part which has no contact and gets thrown by defilements. I mean, intellectually, it forms a beautiful picture, but I guess I have to practice.
Yeah, in real life, you still not be able to let go of them.
Yes, I know, that's it. So I know it's all about practice.
So you need to meditate to get into jhana.
Yes.
When you're in jhana, then you can let go. You will have the strength to let go. If your wisdom teaches you that it's better to let go than to cling on to things. Because when you cling on to things and you cannot keep them, you can feel very miserable. But if you let go, you'll feel at ease, peaceful, and happy. Good riddance, whatever you have, let it go.
Yes,
because you can exist without them. So if you have jhana, then you don't need to have anything. When you have peace of mind, you have contentment, then you don't need anything. The mind can exist alone by itself without having anything to keep it happy, to make it happy. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
No question tonight?
No questions. I guess, sometimes I feel like, I can let this go, and then I can really feel or see in myself all these little insidious, then I'm deluded again. I'm caught again. But I know that's the process. But I'm just saying, I just feel this.
Yeah, we have to change our habit.
It's like, I guess, anything, it takes time.
It takes time.
Takes time and effort.
And mindfulness. If you're constantly watching your action, then you can change them whenever you feel that it's not the right type of action you should be pursuing.
Yeah. Actually, you said something last in the meeting, which I tried to remember. Somebody asked about what if you don't do angry actions, but you still have angry thoughts in your head. And you said that you will carry that in your next life. So now I've just got a bit more diligent about what thoughts I entertain, even if I'm outwardly kind or not acting out, because then I think, okay, that's going to be my nature. So,
yes, try to get rid of them if they are bad thoughts.
Yeah. Yes.
Then they won't go with you. Then once you get rid of them, then you change your personality, really. That's what it is.
Yeah, I have to change my personality. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good to see you again.
Good to be here. Yes.
Okay. We'll go to Alexa now. Alexa from Holland. Are you in the woods? Somewhere? Mosquito nets, huh? You have mosquito in Holland?
That we have still. Not many, but
you have bugs, insects.
Yeah, they have a kind of trauma. There was a big movement because bees disappear, insects disappeared. That was about 30 years ago. And then they start to rebuild the corridors, the green corridors. Like this bush is all handmade. You can see the lines of tree that was planted. And so the insects, they start to come back, the frogs, the lizards. Even I was very happy that I was beaten by ants. Because there was no more, I never saw ants here. And the other place I meditate is in the mountain, the berg, also handmade mountain. And there was a lot of ants. And I was sitting there and they beat me and I love it. Because, you know, and when we are in meditation state, we don't bother about things, you know, and can break your teeth. You say, "Oh, okay," and or biting from insect or a plant who burn you. It's not really deal. It's just you know it. But yes, insects are they. How do you call this mosquito there? It's a joke. How do you call mosquito in Thai?
Yung.
Yeah, here you don't need to call them. They come from themselves. But then I use the net. That's a joke, Brazilian joke. Then I use the net, and then it's like it's the same. It's nature, and that's the roots. I will end up here also. I start here. I will end up here. So it's a perfect place. Here I can keep my samadhi without disturbance. I leave the dog also at home. And I understand to live here. My plan is to stay 12 hours here first. And the mountain is close to my house. I can fetch things at home. And then I go to the mountain. I tried. I was until 4 o'clock there, but I tried to bring the dog together. I don't know this dog, sir. I don't know. Maybe I would not get rid of it. But anyway, okay. Long story short, I'm fighting the kilesas. Let's say, oh, you are tired. I say, oh, why tired? You know, so go meditate. So I'm facing every disgusting things. I'm facing it. So it's I don't let the kilesas how say rule my meditation.
Good.
That's for me is the first thing.
Let Dhamma rule the meditation, with mindfulness.
Yeah, if I feel sleep, I sit, meditate, then I fish. We say fishing, like when we're fishing, and then I am back, and then okay, this whole feeling of sleepiness disappear.
Good. Okay.
I'm not in the full shape as I have been before, but you know, I come from traveling and changing home. And I'm here. Take a look, sir. It's
I see.
And
where is this place? Your garden, or where is it? Right next to it?
There's a bush close to my house. Not very big. It's maybe 5 hectares or so.
Is it just an abandoned land? Nobody doesn't belong to anybody.
From nature monument, so it's they have guards. I already spoke to them. They said if we don't, they make like this, you know. If we don't see you, it's okay, because it's not allowed also to stay inside. You only can walk in the walk path and make your dog loose. But they understand me. I am lead from this for many years. Also, I give money to this association.
I see. Okay.
These people made Holland again. The many farms became again bush, and then well, I think it is to live here completely. It is maybe possible. I have the house there, so I can stay here day and night. But it's not in the hand, not yet in my hands to do that. But it's maybe we will see. The Dhamma will bring me to the right how say right livelihood.
Does this place help your meditation? Do you feel you meditate better here than inside the house?
Sir, I did the 2 jhanas I had experience was before I met you physically, visual, just the week before. It was amazing. And I did that at home. I was very enthusiastic, day and night meditation, pain subside, everything. So it's possible to do inside the house, and I feel safe there inside. But as soon as I get out of the house, then then the Sankara word start to be active, and but it's not a big deal, I guess. Maybe I will die, somebody's gonna kill me, but I already told about that, and I faced it, and then I said, because I was a martial arts, so I can defend myself. But you told our colleague to don't react. I thought, well, if you maybe just defend yourself, you don't need to worry more about it. And if you don't kill the guy, just if that happened in the bush or somewhere, just if you knock out the guy, you are making good for him, that he don't make a big mistake to kill somebody innocent. And then but I don't gonna give my body open to him because I'm not enlightened yet, so I know that I have this defensive mood, and as far as I know that, then I let it go.
Yeah, you want to give up your body if possible.
Yes, but then I have a question for you. If suppose I reached already the state of Sakadagami, a supposition, there in the Saka world, you still have to deal with samsara, right?
Yes, even Anagami still has to deal with samsara. Only the Arahant who has departed from the samsara.
And Nirvana is not shaking, right?
Nirvana is not what?
Not suffering, not shaking, no shake. The united mind.
Yeah, it's a peaceful mind without any defilement. Nirvana is a mind that is pure of defilement. No greed, no hate, no delusion, no fear, no reaction to anything. Just merely knowing.
So if as Arahant Buddha, he defended himself, right? He ran away from the guy who tried to kill him.
He didn't run away. He didn't run away.
He used psych power, right?
No, he didn't use psychic power or anything. He used persuasion. When a group of men came to kill him, he talked to them about the harmfulness of killing other people. So when they understand that it's bad to kill, they stop trying to kill him. See, he just taught them the Dhamma. That's all.
That was enough.
Yeah, that was enough. So the people who were sent to kill him then changed their mind and say it's not good to kill because it's bad karma, and they have to pay for their bad karma when they die. So they don't want to do that, so they stop their effort to try to kill him.
And this one who have the fingers in the necklace.
He wasn't enlightened yet. See, when he tried to kill people, he was taught by another teacher that if he wants to become enlightened, he has to kill 1,000 people.
And he tried to he tried to kill Buddha, and then he didn't succeed, right?
Right. But it's not because the Buddha didn't want him to kill. The Buddha wanted to teach him the Dhamma. So
But
he uses psychic power to make that, no matter how fast he ran after the Buddha, he could not catch up with the Buddha.
yeah, that I consider martial arts, but because we can use martial arts, I have very deep martial arts study. We can use these kind of things to make the other dizzy or to make the other shaking.
But see, how can you be sure you're trying to teach? Maybe because you still cling to your body and you don't want to die yet.
No,
it's a
sir, you're
difference
right.
in the.
Okay, sorry, say sir, please.
So if you already have given up your life, then you can do anything to teach another person. But if you still cling to your life and you use it as an excuse to run away, then you're not giving up your life yet. You haven't given up your life yet. But this is something you will have to know for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Well, I made my stress out when I accepted the possibility.
If you accept the possibility, then you just let them do whatever they want to do.
Don't defend yourself. Just let it go.
That's right.
Okay. Thank you, sir. And another question. Can I make another question that was in my head before?
Sure, go ahead.
Adinadana, is that the original cause for our bad karma of attachment, our suffering?
Adidana.
Yeah.
What it is you want to know about Adidana?
Is that that we are taking what was not given, that we make the sense, our sense, they are not guilty, they are just sense, the vijnana thing. So they have no self inside. So, and then with these things, we create what we see, what we touch, what we hear, our likes and dislikes, our attachment. And then we are corrupt because we are robbing we are taking what was not given. Nobody said that what we see is us or from us. Is that clear, or how I interpret it, how I understood it?
No, Adidana means not to steal, not to take things from other people. That isn't given to you.
Okay.
That's all.
Dana is giving, Adidana is not taking. What's not giving?
This is the second precept, right? Do not steal. Do not take things from people who don't give you the permission. If they give you the permission, then you can take.
So when we assume that my activities, I say that's Alex, that's the personality, that's the way I do it, so it's mine. I bought it. I'm not stealing. It's not kind of stealing because it was not given to me.
So does it belong to you in the first place or not? If it belongs to you, then you're not stealing. If it doesn't belong to you and then take it, then it's stealing. If you don't get permission from the owner.
I mean the concept that we believe that we are, and this is our world, and this is this concept of adding to us the things. which was not giving. That is difficult, huh?
No, we don't go to that concept. We go to the normal concept. When something belongs to somebody, if you want to get it, you have to get permission first. If they give you the permission, then you can have it. Then this is not stealing. When you take it without people's permission, then you are stealing from them.
Okay, so what our sense perceive, it's in our hearts. So the when I watch my heart, when I feel my heart, even when I listen to the Dhamma, and it's that calming the chitta when I can when I stop thinking and focus on the emotion in my heart. Is that I'm dealing with chitta, calming the chitta?
I don't know. You have to look at the result that your mind become calm from what you do or not.
Yeah.
If it makes your mind calm, then you're calming your chitta.
Yeah, I learned it from Ajahn Kao. Just today I was hearing, and then he was his Dhamma was about it to focus on the heart, and then I would ask you that's it's kind of meditation also to focus on the heart.
Mindfulness of the hand movement. Yes, that's another form of mindfulness.
On the heart, mindfulness of heart.
The heart, your heartbeat.
Yeah, of feelings of the heart, in the heart.
No, according to the Buddha, he wants us to use the breath instead. Mindfulness of breath, anapanasati.
I noticed I was very agitated when every time I going to speak to you, I am excited first because I have to move things and this kind of things, and sometimes don't work. I have to go 2-3 times, and then I started to watch my heart, and I say that and stop thinking, and then it calmed down.
Watch your heartbeat.
Yes, and then I start to breathe, but merely notes the feeling in my heart, and then it subside the excitement.
Okay, if you can use that method to calm your mind, you can do it.
Thank you. I just descending from Ajahn Kao. I think was in yours. No, it's not in your side. Ajahn Kao. He used a lots of walk meditation. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll go to Evie now in Indonesia. Evie.
Namo Buddhaya, Ajahn. Can Ajahn hear me?
Yes.
Ajahn, I feel it seems like we as a human make mistake very easily. Starting from waking up, I thought what mistake I am going to make today. Oh, I hope there is no one mistake. From the moment we start thinking, talking, doing, we have made a mistake without knowing. Even though we feel right, but in the end, we can get the wrong result. From here, we just know we have made a mistake. Sometimes I see someone who is laughing or talking about something else. I start looking to think, is he doing right or wrong? Seems to do more wrong than right. I feel like we are all stupid, always make mistakes. For example, someone who likes to drink has many warned many times and still drink. Could he be so stupid? Doesn't he know his body is worse now than before, but still doing it? This person is my friend. I see him as a fool. from this view, I also judged that I was making a mistake because I considered other people stupid. How can we minimize the mistake and stupidity, Ajahn?
Well, by correcting them, excuse me, by correcting them when you know that this is wrong, try to correct what you did wrong and try not to repeat it.
But when we doing, we don't know. We is create the mistake from now.
Then you
We
have
don't know.
to depend on somebody who is wiser than you to tell you.
And I start to have this thought. Is it the result of cultivating myself or my defilements, Ajahn?
From doing what?
Have this thought because I see many people, yeah, maybe including me, so easy to make mistake in their life or my life maybe. This
That's
is
what you have to
the
learn. You have to learn. See? You have to learn by not repeating your mistake.
I thought before I meditate, I just doing anything with no thinking of this kind of thing. But now I also and question myself, I do right or not?
Which
I
is
do right
good.
or not?
You should always be watching your actions, whether your action is right or not right action.
Yeah. This is the defilement or the result from cultivating.
This is the result from studying the Dhamma teaching.
Yeah. Like walking in the how I say, walking in the road. Our life is like walking in the road.
Walking on the road. You can
Walking
fall
on
down
the
easily anytime.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Like this.
But if you are mindful, then you can be successfully walking to the end of the road. So this is why we try to be mindful, so that our action will not be wrong. See, and we don't fall off the road.
Yeah, it is need the high effort.
Yeah, right effort, right mindfulness, right samadhi, and right wisdom. To know what is good and bad, what is right and wrong. See, this is wisdom.
But very tired, Ajahn. Very tired and not so easy.
Yeah, but it's not like shopping. You can shop all day, you don't feel tired.
No.
Right?
Shopping.
You can shop all day, 3 days shopping, and you don't feel tired.
No.
But when you practice Dhamma for 1 hour, you feel tired already.
I am so rarely shopping now. Because I will shopping also mistake.
This is your defilement. Your defilement is trying to prevent you from practicing Dhamma. Every time you practice Dhamma, you feel, oh, it's very hard, very tiresome.
Very tired.
But when you're shopping, your defilement like that, so it doesn't make you feel tired.
But I always question myself: is it the right or wrong? This is wrong because I have shopping something not useful. That is wrong. And when I eat, this is so delicious. Hey, this is also wrong. Everything is mistake. Everything is mistake. I know.
So don't eat what is delicious. Eat something that you don't find delicious. If this is delicious, stop eating that and find something else that you don't like. Eat something you don't like. Then this is not defilement. This is Dhamma.
I eat something I don't like. That is tougher also.
No. Because it's not delicious. You're not enjoying it, so it's good.
Not enjoying. Yeah. But
the Buddha said, don't enjoy eating. Don't try to enjoy eating. Eat because you have to look after your body, feed your body.
Still hard to do, but I know that is, if I eat delicious, that is wrong. So I said, from we wake up, we always do wrong until we go to sleep, including and other people.
If you keep practicing, then you can develop. You do less wrong and you do more right. And eventually you do only right thing and you won't do any wrong thing. Okay?
Yeah, life is dukkha.
Life is something you have to learn to develop, to improve yourself. You can improve yourself by studying the Dhamma teaching. Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Go to Ricardo from Uruguay, if I remember your country correctly. Ricardo? Uruguay.
Yes. Yes.
How
Nice
are
to
you?
see you again and happy to be.
Were you on a retreat somewhere?
Yes, I was more than 2 months. My connection is unstable, but my bandwidth is too low. I was 2.5 months on retreats in Colombia and Mexico, and I'm happy to be here. I have one question only, and that is, how is your back?
How what? Can you repeat the question again?
How is your back? The last time I saw you in
How is my back? How is my back?
temple, you were, yeah, yes.
It's still the same. It's still hurt if I walk or stand. But if I sit, it doesn't hurt. But I learn to live with it. Just accept it and try not to walk too much. If I walk, I have to stretch my back every few steps. When I feel painful, I stop walking and then I do some stretching back and forth. And then I can continue on walking for a while longer. And when I feel painful, I'll stop walking and do more stretching. So it's okay, it doesn't bother me. I just take it, this is my fate. This is aging process. I'm going to be 76 in a few months now,
Yes.
so I don't have much time left. And so my body cannot be like what it used to be before. Just be thankful that I can still continue doing what I've been doing. That's good enough for me. Why suffer? Why feel bad about it when there's nothing you can do about it? Just accept it. Right? This is what we train for. Train to accept reality for what it is. Don't change reality. Don't try to change reality, because when you try to do that, you suffer. You become stressful. When you accept reality, then you can flow with it, live with it.
Yes. Yes.
Reality is not your enemy. You should treat your reality as your friend. Welcome it when your friend comes along. When sickness comes along, welcome it. When death comes along, you welcome it. Then you won't feel any stress or bad or feeling bad, because you're meeting old friends. Aging sickness, we died so many times before. We got sick so many times before. We just forgot. Every time we were born, we get old, get sick, and die. And we've been reborning for so many times already. So we're just meeting old friends when the body becomes sick, become old, or when it dies. So try to embrace it. When you embrace it, then you will have peace and happiness. When you try to reject it, then you will have suffering. Okay, this is what we train to do. We're supposed to be doing, train to accept reality. And our body reality is gonna get old, get sick, and die. So we have to embrace them when they come along. If you treat reality as your friend, then you can live with reality peacefully. If you treat your reality as your enemy, then you keep fighting against reality, which you will always lose because reality will always win. Okay. So how is your practice coming along?
Thank you very much, Ajahn. Well, fine. Until I mean, the retreats were very good. I mean, it had ups and downs as always, but my
It's like a tug of war. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Okay, let me see if we have any more people waiting to talk. Yes, we have a few more people.
Yes.
So I'll go to somebody else, okay, Ricardo? Okay, Sulan, you're next.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Okay, good
All
to see
right.
you.
Okay.
Sulan from
Yeah.
Singapore.
Hello, Ajahn. Nice to see you today. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any question?
Yeah. I have a question. Which is what's the significance of the Hungry Ghost Festival in Buddhism?
Oh, it's just a belief that when people do bad karma, when they die, some of them become hungry ghosts. And we can help them by making merits by charity and then share the merits with them. So if we feel that maybe our departed ones, our loved ones who departed from this world might become a hungry ghost. So we make merit. But we should not set up a date for the hungry ghost or anything like that, because in reality, hungry ghosts can come any day to seek merit from us. So we should do merit as much as possible and just give them whenever you do merit.
Oh, okay.
The day that people set up is just to like a birthday, just to remind us to do something for the departed. But in reality, we should be doing it more regularly than just once a year.
Yeah.
Because you don't know when the hungry ghost will come and ask for your merits.
Oh, but we also will know even if they come.
Because they don't know the day that we set up that will be the day for us to meet or something like that.
Oh.
But for the majority, for people who doesn't study Buddhism deeply, they just take it as part of the practice, I guess.
Yeah, because during this period of the year, normally there's a lot of fear in the Chinese tradition. Yeah. Then normally people would be like saying, "Oh, we should go home earlier,"
Yeah, it's just like imagination. There are ghosts every day, everywhere, because there are people dying every day, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But in actuality, real ghosts, they don't bother you. It's the unreal ghost that bother you. The imaginative ghost that you create in your mind is the one that bothers you. The real ghosts, they don't have time to come and bother you because they have to go and accept the good or bad karma. So there is no real ghost. Real ghosts don't bother you. It's the fake ghosts that keep bothering you. The ghosts that you create in your mind.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. And you were saying about we need to welcome reality as like a friend.
That's right. Then you won't feel sad because when you see your friend, you feel happy, right? If you welcome them.
Yeah, it is a very interesting analogy because normally when we talk about reality, there's a lot of like disappointments. There's a lot of things to be upset over. Yeah.
But you cannot change reality. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So why be sad or why be upset with reality when you cannot change them? Try to be happy with them. Try to be happy to receive them.
That's true. We'll be happy to receive them. Yeah.
Be welcoming. When you welcome them, you feel happy. Embrace them.
Yeah. And we shouldn't close the door on them, right?
You cannot anyway. You cannot run away from them.
Yeah. Because on some days, it feels very good to just sleep away. But then when you wake up, the reality is still there at the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just learn to live with reality. Then you won't have any stress. Yeah. Okay, I have to go to the next person now.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Ajahn. Sadhu, sadhu.
Daniel, you're next. Where are you from?
Hi, Ajahn. I'm from the US, and I met you when I came to your temple with Ajahn Nisipo and Ajahn Kovilo.
Okay. You're in Seattle area? Are you living in Seattle?
I don't live in Seattle, but I see them a lot in Seattle.
I see. Okay.
When I visited you, I asked you about sad feelings and depression, and how having a lot of feelings like this can make the next life not a good life. And you gave me some advice. You told me to try to make the mind happy, and I've been practicing. I try to. There are kind of what you said about reality being difficult, but it's reality and you can't really fight it. I don't know how to actually make it happen. So like, I want to accept that certain things happen and they don't have to be bad, but I don't know how, because it's easy to say, well, just be okay with it. But it's a lot harder to just be okay with it. So,
okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead, continue on.
I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared with my question because I wasn't expecting to be unmuted. So.
Have you finished with your
Yes.
question? So the reason why we cannot accept reality is because our defilement is our like and dislike. So we choose reality. We like some part of reality and we dislike some part of reality. So when we come across the reality that we don't like, we feel stressful or miserable because we cannot accept them. So the way to deal with this problem is to practice meditation until you get into the fourth jhana. When you get equanimity, when your mind has this equanimity, then your mind will be able to take any type of reality without choosing whether you like or dislike. You more or less suppress your like or dislike when you have equanimity. So try to meditate a lot to get into jhana, when you get equanimity, when your mind become neutral. You don't have like or dislike. You just merely know or see things as they are. Then when reality comes, then if your mind tries to resist or change, then you can use wisdom to teach your mind that you cannot change reality. And if you don't want to be hurt, all you can do is just accept it, good or bad, right or wrong. Then this is the way to go forward, to prevent your mind from having any suffering.
When I meditate, and I meditate a lot, maybe 1 or 2 hours a day, but usually when I meditate, my mind is just distracted because I feel sad or upset about something, almost all the time.
That's because your mindfulness is not strong or continuous enough. So you have to keep practicing mindfulness before you meditate. Try to be mindful all day long, from the time you get up to the time you go to sleep. Try to stick your mind with a mantra, stay with a mantra, or stay with your body movement. Keep watching what your body all the time. Don't let your mind go think about other things. If you have this type of mindfulness, then when you meditate, you can overcome your feeling of sadness. They won't come up if you have strong mindfulness, because you will be focusing on your meditation object only, either a mantra or your breath. So mindfulness is the key to your success in meditation. Try to do a lot of mindfulness, which you can do in your daily life. Whatever you do, just keep watching what you do, that's all. If you're walking, just keep walking. Keep watching your walking. If you're eating, just keep watching your eating. Don't let your mind go think about some other thing. Then you have a lot of concentration or focus. So when you meditate, your mind will not be able to generate other feelings, because you have to keep focusing or watching your meditation object.
Thank you.
All right. You have any plan of coming back to visit again?
I hope to. I maybe will visit in late 2024.
I see. Okay. Good. Okay. Let's keep on practicing. All right.
Thank you.
All right. I think we'll go to Kunjup now for any more questions.
Yes, we have 3 questions this evening. The first question is from Rose Angelina Baptista. Venerable Ajahn, please clarify to us, dukkha is defilement. Satu.
No, dukkha is a consequence of the defilement. When you have greed, your mind has dukkha. You feel unhappy when you're greedy, or when you crave for something and you cannot get what you want, you feel bad. And feeling bad is dukkha. So dukkha is the consequence of your defilement, your greed, hate, and delusion. When you're angry, when you hate somebody, you feel bad. You don't feel good. But if you love somebody, you feel better. You feel good. So don't hate. The Buddha teach us to love, to have loving kindness.
The next question is from Eli Hassan. Is the royal title honor to Ajahn by the king recently will make Ajahn to hold some kind of duty like giving a blessing, attend and visit the palace in certain ceremonial events?
No, not at all. It's just something just to show his appreciation for being a good mom. That's all.
And the last question is from Kenneth Hunt. Dear Ajahn, I have been sick for the past few weeks, the main symptom being the onset of neuropathic pain. Could Ajahn kindly remind me how we should remain mindful and practice at times of illness with bodily pain? Thank you, Ajahn.
Just try to ignore the body pain, the body, and look at the body as part of nature, like the storm or the wind, something that you cannot control or stop. So let the body alone and try to focus your mind on a mantra, on something to anchor your mind with, to keep your mind calm, and leave the body alone. Don't try to manage the body if you cannot do anything. So let it be. If you can manage, if you can use medicine or whatever to fix your body, do it. But during the process, you might have to be patient. It might take time for the body to heal. So when it's not healing, just accept the body for what it is and leave it alone.
That is all, Ka.
Okay. All right, that's about it for tonight then. Okay. We just ran out of time. Thank you for your participation. I hope this meeting is beneficial to you and help you advance in your practice. In the meantime, please stay safe, stay mindful, and keep on practicing. And if all goes well, I'll see you all at the same time next week. Thank you and goodbye.
กราบสาธุค่ะอาจารย์
Sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Thank you.
Thank you, Konju.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you.